Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at another save file. Thank you so much for joining me. This is my fantasy save file. So when you download it, this is what it's going to say. It's going to say Erin's Fantasy Save, and it's going to show this household. This was made by Lost in Simland. That's a friend of mine. I'll link her info in the description box. And everything that we talk about today will be linked in the description box, including the download for the save file. This is the world and what it's going to look like. And something else that's really important to me that I just wanted to share with you guys really quick that is also going to be linked in the description box is my Instagram link for our candle business that my boyfriend Justin and I have started. So it's still, we're still working on it. This other world that I'm showing you really quick is Willow Creek. This is the start of my fantasy save file. This I completed a couple of months ago. And I'm also going to show you Forgotten Hollow. So you'll get all three of these worlds when you download everything. But like I said, Justin and I started a candle business, and our website is going to be up in the next few weeks. We're still working out some kinks. But if you guys want to give me a follow on there, not only would I really, really appreciate it, it would mean so much to me, but you can check out some really cool stuff that I have coming up for you. There's not much on there yet, but there is going to be really soon. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in a minute for the tour so I can talk to you guys while it's playing. Okay, so this first neighborhood that we're going to be looking at, this is all pirate-themed houses in this neighborhood. Sorry if you hear a little bit of background noise. I have the back door open. My son's looking out the back door, and Justin is making breakfast for us, so I apologize. But anyways, so like I said, this neighborhood is mostly all pirate houses, and the one that you're looking at right now was actually a shell challenge that I created when I first started building Willow Creek, and this was the runner-up winner for the shell challenge. I had a really hard time choosing, and this was actually a lot of my inspiration. This was made by Lost in Simland, like I mentioned. This was actually a lot of my inspiration for how I decided to make Solani into a pirates and mermaid theme. So yeah, that's the first house. And then this second house here, I love this build so much. I made this build like over a year ago, and then I revamped it for this world. There's several of those kinds of builds in this world, which I've talked to you guys before about in other videos. So this is a family that lives here. It's, parents and two sons. And it's sort of like a shipwreck that they, traveled to Sulani and they got stuck here, and I wrote a little story about it. So there's lots of lore to be found in the save file, which I find a lot of fun. I mean, I actually, I don't enjoy playing the game so much, I guess because I like to leave autonomy on so I don't have to do too much extra work. But when the Sims don't do what I want, it drives me crazy. But I really enjoy creating sort of lore and potential drama for you guys. So there is a lot of big households. And like I said, I set up several different relationships for people so that if you wanted to use these households, you could. And, I know some people like to use their own, but I've also gotten a lot of feedback from people who have downloaded my save files that they've really enjoyed, downloading a whole thing. It's kind of like getting a new pack, I kind of think. I would think of it that way, at least if I was downloading someone else's save file. So this build that you're looking at, this is the restaurant that I created, and this was actually a house. So this is another one of those old builds that I redid, and this was a house, and I just deleted basically everything on the inside, changed the outside completely. It was like I can't even think of the word. It was like a craftsman style home when I started, which is obviously not what it is anymore. And then this is actually, I made this into a lounge. This is my favorite build of the whole world. It's humongous. There's 3 separate buildings. One of them is set up sort of like a residential. So all of my community lots, I like to have the option for you guys to take care of all of the Sims needs while they're on the lot. That way you don't have to leave, if they get sleepy or whatever the case may be. So Everything on all of my community lots, basically, I mean, for the most part, especially in this world, have the potential for you to spend the whole day there. So this is my favorite building. It was like a little bar, and then upstairs I put the piano, and it's sort of like a little music area, I guess you could hang out at and just, you know, socialize. And I really love this one. I think the blue roof is what gets me the most. And then moving on over here, this was like a more of a transitional neighborhood. This is when I started to introduce the mermaids to you guys. And this actually was, my inspiration for this came from Tangled completely, like a Rapunzel tower. And I stuck with this pink theme, and the mermaid that lives there is really fun. She has a crazy personality. And yeah, she's really fun. So that's a fun household to play with. And then this, I just want to mention really quick for this spa. The Reshade I popped off when I was doing the inside of this, because when I have the Reshade on, for some reason, the sensors on the Sims disappears. Like, it's still there, but you can see stuff. So I turned off the Reshade for the interior of that for the spa, because I did make it clothing optional. And I called it Volcanic Ash Spa, which is fun because it's at the base of the volcano. And then this space here, this is actually, I took my inspiration for this from the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And I looked at lots of different pictures, and one that really caught my eye had, you know, these big waterfalls on either side of this tall building. And so that's where I decided to go with on this one. And I love this one. I think the color combination of the blues with all the pink and purple flowers, it just looks so cool. So that's definitely a favorite. Yeah, that little neighborhood is really cool. And then this last neighborhood here, we have a why can't I think of the name? It's like a boutique, like a mermaid boutique. It's a clothing store. That's what it's called. Yeah, I love the Little Mermaid tail on the roof. That was really fun. And I actually decorated the inside of this when Dream Home Decorator came out, so I used all the stuff from there. That was the first thing I thought of when I got this stuff, when I got that pack, because it's not a pack that I would typically use anyways. And this little lot right here, I switched to nighttime so you guys could see a few of the lots at night, and also it was getting late anyways when I was recording. But this little lot is actually a rental, and I thought it was important to include a rental in here because I know a lot of people see Sulani as a vacation lot. And here we have another old build of mine that I revamped. This is a mermaid castle, and I actually, the first time I built this and put it on the gallery and made a video for it, I never decorated the interior. So this is the first time I was furnishing it, and I completely redid, not completely, but majorly redid the outside as well. And there is a really cute couple that lives here, and one of their sisters lives there as well. And this house, I think, I don't know if no, this is not the last one. This is one of my favorite characters in the game. I have made him just a really, I think I gave him like all really bad traits. He's materialistic, and I don't know, he's got bad traits. And he's also the owner of the restaurant that's in Sulani. So I think you'll have a lot of fun with that character and his snobby teenage daughter who is just like him. And this house here I love. I made this greenhouse on the side of it. It's very small. It's almost like a Palm Beach tree house is what my goal was when I created it. And then one of the Sims that lives here is a gardener, and I just love it. I made that out of roofs, which I didn't know if it was going to work when I tried it, but ultimately it did work out. We are at the last house, and this mermaid castle was definitely inspired. The colors were inspired by The Little Mermaid. This is probably, in my opinion, the most mermaid-like house in the whole world. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me your comments down below. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. If you have any issues with the save file, let me know. And very importantly, if you are playing this on console and you would like to download any of the houses. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. If you're playing this on console and you would like to download any of the houses that you have seen, they are all on my gallery. So everything that's here is uploaded from this world as well as the other worlds. And with that being said, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.